Happy holidays, folks. Back with another Christmas reaction. And we're back with another tune from the Vienna Boys Choir, the Little Drummer Boy album. And as you see, I actually have a physical copy of it again. Big thank you to Vera, who sent me a copy of this. I had mentioned in my previous reaction to this album that I had it ripped on my computer but had somehow lost the disc. So now I have this again, and not only do I have it again, but that rip from years back on my music computer was in 128 kilobytes per second audio quality, and I was able to rip this new disc in 320 kilobytes per second audio quality. So the remainder of our hearings or listenings to performances on this album will be in a bit fuller and richer sound. And for this reaction, we're going to hear Gloria, Gloria, God in the highest, or rather that is how this hymn, at the very least, sacred tune, is translated into English, but we're going to hear it in the German, obviously. And yeah, I feel like this is not a song I necessarily remember from this CD. Again, I had this, or rather my parents had this CD going back to the mid-90s, so I certainly heard it over holiday seasons multiple, and yet it's not one that comes back to me, not one I remember hearing, whereas again, Still, or Still, 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 is one that I definitely remember hearing. But I do believe I heard this at Catholic Mass growing up, maybe Advent Mass specifically, so yeah, let's give it a listen. This is the Little Drummer Boy album by the Vienna Boys Choir, and it's their performance of a song that translates to Gloria, Gloria, God in the highest.
Gloria, Gloria, Gott in der Höhe, singen die Engelein, singe so lieb und fein. Gloria, Gloria, Gott in der Höhe. Gloria, Gloria, Gott in der Höhe, weit in die Welt es bringt, Himmel und Erde singt. Gloria, Gloria, Gott in der Höhe. Gloria, Gloria, Gott in der Höhe, Stimme aus Herzensdrang, froh in den Lobgesang. Gloria, Gloria, Gott in der Höhe.
Beautiful. Short and to the point. I want to say that was maybe like a minute long. Yeah, just about exactly 1 minute. And yeah, there's a melody in there that almost sounds like Joy to the World, the part right before Let Heaven and Nature Sing. So I don't know if that is using the same melody or derived from some earlier melody in the same way that Joy to the World is. But either way, I love the sound again. They have a very rich youth choir style, and this is of course very celebratory. Again, it's offering glory and praise to the season, to Christ the newborn King, and so on. So in that regard, I feel like the sonic character of the song fits the content or the subject matter. But yeah, as I said, I know this album going back to my youth, or rather going back to my teen years, but this is not particularly one that would come to mind when I think of the CD, so I'm glad to go through the full CD over the course of multiple holiday seasons. Again, we haven't even gone through half, so probably one, maybe two more this holiday season, and that'll still leave like 7, 8, 9, something more before we're done. So in any case, let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.